Hello, and welcome to my new channel. So recently I had this idea to sort of run an experiment where I'm going to invest $100 in whatever I feel like is hot this month. The next month we'll be able to see the progress of like the isolated storage unit, and after that I can just keep going, and every month we'll just build it up. There's a few things right now that I feel like are really good investments, like basically anything but RMR stickers. I just want to say too that I know I could substantially increase my margins by using buy orders, but I kind of like the idea of my prices being sort of a snapshot of the state of the market, so I'll be buying everything directly at market value. Okay, first of all, the RMR stickers have been a disaster. I really don't think they're a good investment, and hoarding hundreds of blues is a fucking headache. Personally, I just have a bad taste in my mouth because I was one of those people who bought like 400 of them when they were still a dollar. That being said, I do think that the capsules themselves still show potential. They're only 50 cents right now, so I'd imagine anyone who needs to scratch that gambling itch but don't quite have 250 in their balance might crack a few of these bad boys open to get either disappointment or sparkly disappointment. For today, I'll stick to the Legends because they're the most hyped. I'm going to grab 20 of them because they're so cheap, and I don't expect them to drop much below where they're at now. Speaking of hype, the only stickers I would recommend investing in would probably be the high tier golds, since they're already rising. But for this experiment's purposes, spending 15 to 20% of our whole capital on a single sticker is probably a bad idea. Instead, I'm going with the Navi Holos since they're already showing quick growth and they're the most desired team. Overall, the RMR investment is a bit of a gamble because of the sheer volume of capsules and stickers in the market. Also, with the Stockholm Major coming up, the new stickers could potentially cause a crash. So the Battle Scarred Holos from Broken Fang have already proved to be a new favorite for cheap crafts, and I believe that their price is still in its infancy. Since the end of the operation, it hasn't seen a huge spike yet, and I bet that one will hit pretty soon. I'll just pick up two since their price tag is a little steep, but I do expect pretty solid returns here. The collection skins, in my opinion, are one of the best long-term investments other than sticker capsules, other than RMR. What you want to be going for here is actually the low-tier skins, as they always show a much larger return than investing in the higher ones. I think that Ancient is the best collection from Broken Fang in terms of potential profit, solely driven by the Panthera Anka. I'm going to pick up 10 factory new consumer grades. They've already tripled in price since the end of the operation, and with the desired skin being a classified, not a covert, that won't slow down at all. The only reason I'm not going all in on the Ancient collection is because of its recent addition to the comp pool. It could be added as a common drop as a level up reward because it's an active map. Also, souvenir packages will probably be added for the next major, which won't affect the price all that much, but it will definitely move the demand around. So I'll invest in the Havoc collection here just as a safer investment whose demand is also high, but whose supply isn't through the roof. Another interesting thing that just happened was the nuking of free-to-plays. They aren't getting level up drops anymore, and that means that the supply of the consumer grade garbage is going to go way down. The Lake and Safe House collections, amongst others, only actually have one restricted skin in them, which makes their blues a fantastic investment because they're going to be in demand for trade-up food. I'll pick up these Night Ops and Factory News since they're also an alright play skin. For Safe House, I'm going to grab some Acid Fades since they're badass along with being trade-up food. Just a side note, the one that I got from the buy orders was actually a .003 float, which I thought was pretty sweet. Also, just because the Shattered Web skins have already gone stonks, I seriously doubt that they're at their ceiling. Just because the gun here is so fucking sexy. I'll cop some of these. Okay, the eSport cases are being given a lot of attention right now because the Jaguar is rising in price. These are an amazing long-term investment because they're actually the only set of cases that are entirely discontinued. The other high tiers like the Bravo and the Weapon case are still being dropped even though it is really rare, but they still have a new supply coming. Because of this, their price will actually act more like a sticker capsule would than cases, and I'd love to get a couple. Unfortunately, they actually just had a huge spike today, even though I've been planning to do this video for like a week. I still think they're an amazing investment right now, so I'll grab one of each, but Jesus Christ, that's $13. Personally, I think that the winter case is way cooler overall, but I guess people just really like the Jaguar, I don't know. So along with the nuking of spin bots, the supply of the shit 3-cent cases has been totally cut. Now they're shit 9-cent cases. But honestly, I do think that even though they're still being dropped, we can expect an increase since they're the cheapest cases and the demand is way higher than the supply.
That we need those Asimovs.
I'll pick up 20 Prisma 2s and 20 Danger Zones. I don't want to go too in on these, as there are still a few risk factors. Like, they're still being dropped, and the community hasn't totally figured out how the new drop system works yet, but I do want to pick up a few. So I'm left with 7 cents, 8 because I couldn't get rid of my extra penny before the video. But have you seen how difficult it is to find something for 7 cents? I don't think I can beat these 50,000 buy orders on the cases, and why does it just go from 6 to 8 cents? You're gonna have to forgive me here, but I had to go over my limit, and I just picked up whatever this thing is. So here's what we got. I'm actually super excited to see how this goes. I'll be doing another video next month to update the value of everything that we picked up, along with the overall percent gain or loss of this $100. This is something I want to keep doing for a while, and hopefully we can see the progress of something like this over the span of a year.